Welcome to the Vacationeers Theme Parks and More podcast. Join us as we discuss vacation planning, reporting, and reviews on vacations ranging from Disney and theme parks to cruising and beach getaways with everything in between. So grab your passport, a fast pass, and an umbrella drink because the show's about to begin. And now, without any further delay, here is your ghost host, Vacationeer Tom.
Welcome to episode number 18 of the Vacationeers Theme Parks and More podcast. This is your host, Vacationeer Tom, and this week, once again, we have in-house all three of the panelists. They are, in no particular order, Ian, Chris, and Joe. How is everyone doing today?
Good.
We're good.
Doing great.
Fantastic. Now, this episode, we are talking about our 2018 plans, our vacations, our trips, and so forth, and any other interesting things that we may be discussing in the next 12 months for this podcast. But before we do that, we have a couple news stories that we'd like to discuss. Joe, I know you have one. I have one as well. Would you like to go first, or would you like to decline and start the second half?
We'll let you go first.
Oh, fantastic. All right. Well, actually, both news stories are about Disney. So this first one is, of course, you got the Hall of Presidents opening back up with Trump, animatronic, and we knew it was going to happen. We knew some idiot was going to yell something or do something stupid when Trump decided to talk, and sure enough, it didn't take long. December 19th, the Hall of Presidents actually opened, and I think it was a couple weeks ago. I think maybe it took like 2 weeks before some idiot decided to chant out the phrase "lock him up" when Trump started talking.
See, I'm not so sure about your assessment there that we knew it was going to happen, because you have a lower estimation of humanity than I do somehow. Because I think people are horrible, and I never thought somebody would heckle a wax president.
Really? Well, first of all, he's not wax. He's animatronic.
Well, either way, the cyborg president.
Let me tell you, if he was wax, he'd be melted very quickly. Somebody would melt his hair so fast, you wouldn't even believe it. But no, yeah, he's animatronic. And people are stupid. In general, they got to, nowadays, everyone's got to tell, they're opinionated, and they have to show the world their view, what they think, and they want to be the first to do anything. And this idiot was the first one to heckle an animatronic Trump. But he did say,
a statue.
So during his repeated heckling of throw him in jail or lock him up, one of the guests were overheard shouting back at him, "He's not real," which is exactly what I would do. Like, hey, idiot, he is not the real Trump. But this guy's like, oh, and I guess beforehand he was on Twitter saying, what should I throw at this Trump? So he premeditatively was going to mess up this showing.
That's
for
amazing.
Else.
So did they throw you out of the park and charge you for an extra day?
I do not know what Disney, right? This is from the Diz, and they do not know what the consequences of the guest. They didn't make them public, so we don't know what happened to him. I'm sure he probably got booted out of the park for the day because he kept it up. Like, I mean, it's one thing to say it once, get a laugh, or get someone to give you a dirty look, and then sit back down and be quiet. But this guy kept doing it repeatedly chanting it. So I'm sure he got booted out because Disney wants to squash this pretty quick, because I don't want this happening every show.
They can't having that happen. That is ridiculous. Yeah. They should kick him out of the park, but make him stay in the resort and only let him walk around the gift shop all day for the next 3 or 4 days.
Wearing a "I voted for Trump" t-shirt.
Yes. Well, see if we can go down and find the producers of Pitch Perfect and give them one of those "Make America Eat Again" hats.
Yes, okay. All right, yeah, so that's a very interesting news story. Joe, what's your second story?
Well, I found the news story out of Disney. I found it from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, in that Disney is removing the "Do Not Disturb" signs from all the resort hotels, and the sign will now be "Room Occupied."
Yeah, I did see that as well. Yeah, and people were up in arms about it, I guess, because they don't want to be disturbed. I don't know.
Yeah, they want to leave it open for Disney possibly to be able to knock and enter the room, thus finding somebody's cache of guns.
Yes, and I'm okay with this.
I think it's not so bad. I mean, I've had many maids knock on the door and walk in while I was in a hotel. It's not a big deal.
Oh, you know what?
They're there to give you clean towels.
Here's an interesting little side note. When we checked into the Carnival Cruise, they had we put the "Do Not Disturb" on the door immediately because, everyone was running back and forth, and we want the housekeeping guy to walk in on us. And we tried to put our stuff in the safe, and we couldn't get the safe to work. So we picked up the phone and called the front desk to say, hey, we need someone to help us with the safe. Because on the safe it says, if you use your card key, it's going to reset the safe, and you need help to reset it. And of course, the first thing I did was use the card key instead of using my credit card or whatever you're supposed to use. So we were waiting for the guy to show up to reset the safe, and they called back saying, you have a do not disturb on your door. He can't knock. He's waiting outside your door.
Wow.
Yeah, they can call you, but they can't. They can't even knock. They quit. He wasn't even allowed knocking on the door because I had a do not disturb on hanging outside the door.
Those guys at Carnival are very serious about customer service.
So he's like standing like, oh. Then I guess he called the front desk. Can you have them open the door? Like, wow, this is crazy. But yeah, so I guess that do not disturb has a lot of power. I didn't realize that little sign had so much power.
Yeah, who knew? I didn't even know it was ever watched.
I was like, hey, please don't bother us. Maybe if you can read this. But yeah, apparently, yeah, I don't know. Everyone's got to be up in arms about something about the do not disturb. I personally think I'm okay with it.
My favorite complaint was the gentleman talking about the possible loss of the confidential documents you may have in your room, and the maid staff will steal your.
Well, that is true. I do keep all my confidential documents spread out on the bed when I go to Magic Kingdom.
Yes, because until now Disney has not been famous for corporate espionage.
Yeah.
At least by the housekeeping staff.
Yeah, that is a very interesting news story as well. Who knows? But, so those are only 2 news stories. Now let's get right into our 2018 plans. These are our vacations and trips that we're planning on taking in the next year, and we'll probably be discussing here on the show coming up. Do you want me to begin, or do you want to start, or do you want to alternate?
Do we want to do this month by month? Or?
Oh, we can do that, sure. I don't have it written out that way, but let's start. So January, February, March. Do you have anything on your agenda?
We have February.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, let's hear it.
It was a trip I have taken several years ago with my daughter. But this year, my daughter and son, Chris, he's on the show with us today. He's going to talk about this a little bit. But they're going down to Raleigh to do the Krispy Kreme Challenge.
That's North Carolina?
It is North Carolina. It's
so
right in the triangle at the university.
They don't do one here in Richmond or Virginia?
No, it was started by some college students, obviously, because only something... only a college student could come up with the idea this dumb.
It sounds awful.
But it was one of the most fun experiences if you're a runner and you like donuts.
Which go hand in hand.
It turns out they weren't that far apart.
All right, well, Chris, why don't you describe what the Krispy Kreme Challenge is to those who do not know?
So basically the premise is that you run a 5K. And then
Get close to the mic, please.
It's 5 miles because it's 2.5 miles down and 2.5 back.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So you run 2.5 miles. Okay. You pick up a dozen of Krispy Kreme donuts, and you have to eat them all, and then run back.
On the spot, there is a place where you discard your empty box before they let you run back.
Do you get a coffee or something?
There is water to wash it down. Or you can. There are people that take flat Coke.
Flat? Oh, because it would shake while you're running.
Yeah, and the bubbles are just going to upset your stomach.
Yeah, but flat Coke is awful. I mean, regular Coke is awful.
But it'll wash down a donut fast.
Okay. So
this is about getting a dozen.
So you've done this.
I have done this. And your Krispy Kreme donut is nice and light, but on about the 9th one.
Oh, man.
It is awful. Really hard to do.
So you ever watch like the hot dog eating contest where they get the bun and they dip it in water and they suck it down, try to get the bun as liquefied as possible before they actually have to put it in their mouth? Are people doing it? Like,
there were people that
is this
did
a joke, or is this like people seriously? You're not trying to get a real time on this, right? I mean, this is just
the actual Krispy Kreme challenge is to get down there, eat the donuts, and get back within the hour.
Okay, an hour, 5 miles in an hour.
And there's thousands of people, so getting down there takes a long time unless you start off in the front row.
Oh yeah, how do they? I mean, you don't have to wait to get the donuts, right? I mean, they have enough people.
There's plenty of people there.
That sounds awful.
And there's just boxes and there's just tons of boxes of donuts, and you sit there, you just stand there and you eat them.
So I guess the question is, why would you do this to yourself, Chris? Why would you do this? So wait, Amy, your daughter, already did it once, and she's going back.
She's going back.
Holy moly!
She, however, did not do the challenge the first time. She was like 13 or 14 when she did it with me. She got her box of donuts, and she walked slowly back up the hill, eating donuts one at a time, avoiding the illness that many people suffered.
But you completed the challenge?
I did the challenge.
Wow.
I ran down with her, so we were really slow. So I was pretty far behind the ball to begin with because I was running down the hill with a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
And once I got down there, I ate those donuts and got back up that hill before the hour.
Oh, man.
I think I came in at like 58 and a half minutes.
But this time she's doing it. For real.
I'm not certain about that. Chris says he's doing it for real. I have a feeling
you're going for it,
Chris.
Now, are you training? In order to train, are you going to eat some donuts and run? And that sounds awful.
probably not going to do any sort of special training for it. I run on a normal basis.
Oh, okay. Hey, you gotta eat some donuts now. Yeah, part of your training's got to expand your stomach. You know.
Yeah.
You just got to pound a dozen donuts. You know, I'll tell you what, that 9th donut, buddy. And
These are the light and fluffy glazed ones, right?
they are light and fluffy, but when you start to get to the only way to get those last few
Let me tell you,
donuts
a
down,
dozen donuts. That's
if
a
you
lot.
take the last 4 donuts
Squish
and
them together?
squeeze them into a single big block of ooey, awful dough, you can get it down a lot faster.
Man, that sounds awful. All right, well, good luck. We'll be waiting for a progress report come February on that one.
You can do the training for the Moe's run, which I've also done. They used to do that at the beach, where that was a 5K, and at the halfway point they serve burritos from Moe's.
Oh, jeez. Do you hate yourself?
That one was pretty rough. If that course was about 300 yards longer, I would have been in big trouble.
Wow. That doesn't sound. Gee, which one's worse? That Moe's has got to be worse, I guess.
No,
Wow.
the donuts were way worse.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. That's disgusting. All right. Well, there you go. Wait. Good luck.
February. Chris will be having
You're
fun.
on your own on that one. So that's February, March, April. So okay, I guess technically, Ian and I have April because Busch Gardens and Kings Dominion will both be opening those dates.
They open March.
March. Oh, there you go. We have March. Hopefully, we'll be riding Twisted Timbers sometime. Probably not March, right? April, May, probably
I don't know.
June.
Intimidator opened with the park.
We'll see. So we're excited about that, the new RMC hybrid. Actually, once we get on this list, you're going to realize, Ian, that we're going to be hitting quite a few new RMC hybrids.
Yeah.
So Kings Dominion and Busch Gardens will be going all through the spring, summer, and fall, all 2018. So we'll have a vast number of reports from them, I guess.
With
Not
Busch,
to be completely ignorant, but what makes a hybrid a hybrid?
It has wood and steel. So it has steel track with wood supports. So
they
it
not
looks like a
all-
wood.
So, like
But-
a regular wood has steel rails, but not a steel track. Is that correct?
Regular wood is basically all wood, but yeah, there's still some steel.
the
but
steel
it's
is just
considered-
the tracks, like the train.
It's essentially
not
a steel coaster with wood support.
Got it.
So it looks like a woody, and it rides like a steel coaster. So you can do your inverts and do all your cool stuff and have it smooth as silk.
with
Nice.
Busch Gardens, every preview day they've released or they've announced what their next
Oh,
attraction
yeah.
is. Do you think they're going to announce their attraction?
100%, yeah. Their preview day this year, they will 100% tell us in 2018 what they're doing. Now, whether that's that coaster or it's just they're opening up the new Hamlet, then the year after they're doing the coaster, that's yet to be determined. However, they will announce something.
It'll be big.
Is this the
Well, I don't
announcement of the Giga Coaster?
Hopefully, knock on steel table. Ding, ding, ding.
We knock on it, but for the echo.
Yeah. yeah. I hope that's in the spring. That's when they open. That's the
That's what I'm
opening
looking forward
weekend.
to.
Yeah. And we always go that weekend because I get my
Photo pass.
season-long photo pass for a nice big discount, and you get the shopper's card for discount. So they do nice things for the annual pass holders. So, yeah, we'll be hitting that, and we'll be hitting the King's Dominion, and we will report back as to everything we hear and see and ride during those early spring months. But let's move on to June. Joe, do you have anything for like May or June?
We do. In June, my wife's niece,
Okay.
she's getting married.
Okay.
But she's inconveniently getting married during finals week for Chris.
Oh.
And Amy is doing some stuff related to school, and it's also her reserve week, so she's going.
So she's out, right?
So she can't go. Chris is not going to be able to go. So my
All right.
wife and I are going to go up for the wedding, and we decided that while we're up there, we're going to spend the 3 or 4 days, and we're looking at staying at the Mohegan Sun Casino Hotel
This
and
is
staying at the resort while we're there.
Connecticut.
Yes,
Okay.
they're getting married to the Mohegan Sun, and they live probably about 40 miles from there, which is up the road. But-
40.
Yes, but there are no hotels in the area.
Oh, wait, they're
all
getting
in-
married at the
at
Mohegan.
the- yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yes, but there's no hotels anywhere in the area, and the ones that are there are terrible, and they're dirty, and
Yeah.
they're expensive as all hell. So we decided
Since
if
you don't have the kids, they have to be 21, right?
Yeah,
Or
and
I
if-
guess they could probably stay in a hotel without being 21, but you can't go to the casino.
You can't
or
really
anything.
do stuff.
Yeah.
So while we're there, was hey, why don't we just spend an extra $100 and we actually get to stay at an actual resort,
Yeah.
casino
Ah,
resort, and
very nice.
possibly catch some shows while we're up there because the Mohegan Sun has a nice stadium and amphitheater and a lot of things to do.
And this is in June?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, very nice. Very nice indeed. All right. So July, we have a trip to Michigan to see our friends who live out that way. We did that, when was that, Ian? A couple years ago?
A year or two.
Like 2 years ago. And on the way up, we hit Cedar Point, and we are going to do that again this year. She had mentioned about going up in July. I was like, oh, yeah. You better believe I'm into that trip because not only was it a good time and fun up in Michigan, however, you literally drive right by Cedar Point. I mean, it couldn't be closer. I mean, it's not out of the way in the least to go to Cedar Point for a day. So we will go one day in July to Cedar Point and hit Steel Vengeance. And again, that is another RMC hybrid. And I will be hitting my Wilderness Run kiddie coaster that you guys guilted me out of riding the last time we
No
went.
one guilted you. We were just looking at you. Then you.
Yeah,
You were like,
You guys were all judging me with your eyes.
Made fun of for
Yes.
going on a kiddie coaster.
Yes. So I left the queue. I jumped out of the queue. And I said, no, I'm not going to do it. And now I'm going to go back in because I have, 118, I think it was. I got to get up there. I'm not getting any younger. So
And you need to be on the front seat. So
no.
Wear a GoPro.
let's see if
No.
you can take that experience away from a small child. Here we are.
Unfortunately, Cedar Point, the Cedar Fair, they don't let you do the GoPro. So it's pretty sad. Actually, we have to get out to Busch Gardens, Tampa with my GoPro and do all those. Although I will say, our YouTube channel, those POVs, nobody watches those.
So you need
The
to
Manta
have
is
a
the best
better
one.
hidden GoPro under your shirt with maybe a hole cut in the eyeball of your.
Well, why would I wanna-
They Live monster?
Oh,
And
this is
so
a
you can
Christmas
actually,
Uh,
so you can actually show video on rides where it's banned.
Oh, yeah. I think maybe I get more views then.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need a better
So you can see-
POV. Let's scoot.
Yeah. Banned
Let's
footage.
scoot. Maybe I'll do POVs each year. So all my 2015, I'll just do new ones in 2018, and might become a thing. Although it doesn't get me anything. I don't get many views from
But
it.
does it really take that much more to do that?
Not really, but
Yeah.
yeah. So maybe I will. Maybe look forward to the 2018 version of the
Let's-
POVs.
Is
Let's scoot.
is the Big Bad Wolf ride a VR ride?
The Big Bad Wolf. Yeah. What's that called? No.
I don't know what it's called.
I forget what that's called now. I don't know. I don't know what. I know it was.
I know, yeah, it was.
I don't know if it's permanently been switched over to VR or not. That's a good question.
I feel like it'd be good because Kraken I did not like.
Oh, Kraken was awesome.
That hurt. A
You're
lot.
insane. You're insane. Yeah, Kraken was very good. So yeah, that is our August. Oh no, that's July. So that's July. Anything in July, Joe?
No, I don't think we have anything in July.
August. Now we'll discuss Grid Adventure after we get through all the things that we have nailed down. August, I have something. Do you have anything in August?
Nope.
All right, August is our big. Now, Ian, listen to this. You listening? Because I don't want you to be surprised next time I say that we're doing something. August,
Why?
we are doing our cruise, right? Disney cruise, August. We're also doing
When in August?
end August.
Okay.
I don't know the exact dates. I think it's the week before Labor Day. So,
Is this the Disney cruise that has the Star Wars Day that they keep advertising in the theaters?
wow, this is gonna be August, so probably not. It's a 4-day cruise, so it's gonna have your pirate nights. There's nothing special about it other than it's a 4-day Disney cruise. But also, when we go down there, we're probably gonna hit SeaWorld for at least one day because I want to do the new Infinity Falls Rapids ride.
That's gonna be cool.
Yeah, that will be awesome. We're definitely going to hit Six Flags Georgia as well on the way down or on the way back. We haven't finalized our plans yet, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. But that has like 11 coasters total, including the new Twisted Cyclone, which is another RMC hybrid. So I think that will be 3 that will be riding, new ones that will be riding. Yeah, that's really cool. And of course, we'll be hitting the Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Disney Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom, at least one day each. And Slinky Dog Dash will be open when we go, so we'll be able to get that as a coaster credit. That's a family Mack Rides family coaster that's in Hollywood Studios. You're the Slinky Dog from Toy Story. You know that Slinky?
Oh, okay. God, I've been reading this. What the heck is a
Yeah.
Slinky Dog Dash
Yeah,
Mac
that's-
family? I'm like, 'cause I've completely.
That's what it is.
I thought I turned into a very old man suddenly. I'm like, I have no idea what any of these words mean.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So yeah, that August trip will be very, very busy. It'll be fun. I look forward to seeing Six Flags Georgia. Is supposed to be pretty nice. So I'm anxious.
Maybe
to
I'll
go down
redeem Six Flags.
well, I mean, what, New England?
Or 1 for 1.
Yeah. Well, this is going to be better than. Well, nothing's going to be as bad as America. Let's face it. Then, so the fall. How about fall in general, Joe? You got fall events?
No, we don't have too much planned for the fall, although I've been told that I am smoking a turkey this year, so that may be what we do Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
Which seems to be a nice warm time of year at the beach to hang out in a hammock and spend 12 hours drinking beer, slaving over that smoker.
Oh, it's going to be rough. It's going to be real rough. Well, that'd be nice, though. Yeah.
I'm willing to do it for the family.
Oh, that sounds like a good time. Yeah, fall we have. Oh, Six Flags America. We'll probably end up doing Fright Fest.
Yay.
You should definitely look into doing that because that's a good time. Good time. Also, just in general, we're looking to possibly. I don't know. I want to do Dollywood over Christmas.
Where is Dollywood? I ask this
Is
every
that
time.
Tennessee or something?
Tennessee. Yeah,
Oh.
it's
Yeah.
right down by Bristol, right on the
Yeah,
border.
it's what's that? They have all the mountain coasters and stuff down there. What's that called? All the moonshine tasting. I can't think of the name of it now. Oh, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, it's down there. So I wanted to go for Christmas because their Christmas event's supposed to be really nice. However, I literally got on their site before this podcast, and there's a big weather warning thing saying on the site, hey, due to weather conditions, some of the rides aren't going to be open, but here's what you can do. Now, Dollywood has a lot of shows. It's kind of like the Busch Gardens Christmas Town. A lot of theatrical type performances. So a lot of people who go to Dollywood over Christmas go for that, kind of like Christmas Town. It's not really about the rides as much. So it's kind of like us going to Busch Gardens over Christmas Town. If you do that, you're going for the Christmas and not really for the rides. And I want to go for the rides. I like the Christmas, but I don't want to go for the Christmas
you
and
wanna
not.
ride.
I don't want to walk by the rides and not be able to ride them.
What are
I
the
mean, how
rides
do you go to a
do?
brand new park and not ride the rides?
Exactly. So I don't know what we're doing with Dollywood. We're either going to go during Christmas or go before Christmas or not go at all. Which I can
That'll
say
do
about
it.
almost every park.
If I can't have it all,
Yeah.
it must be horrible, and we're not going.
Yes, I don't really know about that one. Also, we already booked our. Oh man, what is it? I think it's West Virginia. Polar Express. There's a Polar Express thing.
Oh.
Yeah, we had a book.
I have still yet to make it through that movie.
Oh, it's a very good movie.
I cannot watch it.
But you actually ride the Polar Express. But this Christmas, you had to book this Christmas for next Christmas. That's how far in advance these things get booked
Wow.
up. So we have a day next December. Some day we booked.
So
in
you're going
advance.
to the Polar Express in December. See, we're going to
Something, yeah.
hopefully going to the Caribbean in December. We're looking
Ah.
at taking a Carnival cruise
Oh yeah, the one with
with
the
the
kids.
family.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to take the whole family probably Christmas week.
Oh, nice. The week
And-
before or week after? Because that's confusing. Christmas week.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
It's really up to when we can, when their kids get off school. It's
Yeah.
when the university lets out, which should be fine. And
Yep.
my daughter has Army Reserve commitments,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so we'll work that out. But probably the week after Christmas.
Oh, nice.
But we may end up down in the Caribbean on a cruise
Oh, that would be
for
very.
Christmas time.
Oh yeah, that'd be very nice too. And do you know any lengths or destinations that you're looking for?
Well, there was the one I was looking at. There was a 4-day out of. It was either out of South Carolina or Jacksonville, Florida,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and it went to Nassau.
Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. That's the only place I went?
I think there was one of the private islands, but I can't remember.
Oh, okay. So yeah, private island. Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
a lot
it
of
was
sense.
like
Yeah,
private
4 days
island and
usually.
Nassau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because our Disney cruise is doing that exact thing. We're doing the Castaway Key, which is Disney's private island plus Nassau, and then one sea day. So that's probably pretty close to what you guys are doing too. Oh, that'll be fun. Very good. Yeah. So I think that's. I mean, obviously we'll be doing. Well, no, that's not obvious. We may not do Christmas Town. I don't know because that's an extra price. We'll definitely be doing King's Dominions. What do they call?
I forgot.
I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Cedar Fair's Christmas events are called Winterfests. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Winterfest. Yeah, we'll definitely be doing that. That'll be interesting to see how they have that set up and if they're gonna have their good coasters running. Well, they don't have many, but see what coasters they have running for Winterfest. But then we have Six Flags. Oh no, let's go. Okay, now we'll go talk about Six Flags Great adventure. So, Joe, we need to do that one weekend. I don't know when. Sometime over the spring or summer. Probably early summer. Well, it doesn't really matter when, but we need to do Six Flags Great Adventure.
I think Great Adventure. That's up to New Jersey, right?
That's the Jersey. Yes, that's the good one.
That's one we've been wanting to go to, and Chris is going to go with me.
All right, the two of you plus all of us probably. I'll probably take everybody since we got the passes. So, yeah. Oh man, you guys are gonna really enjoy that. Yeah, we got to iron that out and nail down a date. Yeah, the last time we went, we literally drove up in the morning, spent the day in the park, then drove back that night. It was a very long day, but I don't regret it, man. Such a fun park. Then the only other things that we are possibly going to be doing this year, Lakemont and Del Grosso's parks.
Do those count as parks still?
Well, you know, I don't know. Yeah, if we're up there visiting family and we find time, that's the thing. There's just never enough time. And do you really want to spend it at Lakemont or Del Grosso? Probably not.
Because there are actual neat things to do up there.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
That is not those. I mean, that's the thing. Because I never lived in that area like you did.
Yes.
Because we live further away, and as soon as I graduated from high school, they moved.
Yeah.
And so know the area. I don't know the area. I don't know anything about it. So when we go to visit, it's still all kind of new to me. And there's a lot of fun stuff. And have you done the 1,000 Steps?
I have no idea what that is. No. What is that?
It's 1,000 steps cut into the side of the mountain off the highway somewhere.
Is this the one you're talking about from Nassau?
No. It was an old is an old mining thing in Pennsylvania.
1,000 steps
where they had to climb. And it's more than 1,000. They say 1,000 steps to just lure you into it. It's like 1,200 steps. It's just stone carved into the side of the mountain. And
you're a big fan of stone steps.
I like stone stairs.
Yeah.
But these ones are very irregular and difficult to climb, and you spend a couple hours climbing up the side of the mountain. And then you get up there and you get to the top of the 1,000 steps, and there's 300 bonus steps above it.
Ooh.
Which, yay.
Wow.
But it's really fun. It's really neat. It's beautiful. But it was at the base of a mine in Pennsylvania where these miners would have to climb these 1,000 steps to get to work in the morning.
Oh, wow.
It was ridiculous.
How did you get down?
You walk down
the steps,
and they're terribly irregular. It was it's a very difficult climb, but it was a lot of fun. We went out there. Teresa, Heather, and us went out.
I've never heard of it.
You should hit up Teresa sometime.
Yeah, I don't really have any interest in hitting this now. Yeah. No.
Or maybe hit Penn's Caves. I don't know if you've done that as well with the family.
No. I think I did that as a child during a field trip.
I did it as a field trip as a kid too. I took the family to it. We had a great time.
Yeah, Penn's Caves. How many steps are involved there?
There's a few.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. Big fan of steps. All right. Well, maybe
they were carved into stone. So
yeah, maybe at some point. We took them to Horseshoe Curve.
There's a lot of stairs there too.
Yes, there's a lot of steps there.
There's a lot of steps to Horseshoe Curve, which we went to.
We had to pay to think it again. They charge you now.
They do charge you.
Yeah, which is
Curve.
crazy.
But it's really neat. We were up there and we had a train go by, and we actually got to watch a train and got a video of the train going the whole way around the horseshoe.
Yeah,
really
we did
cool.
that too. Yeah, I think that happens all the time.
Yeah, I think it's like every hour.
Yeah.
The best part is talking to Dad about Horseshoe Curve because he used to work inside the tunnel in the mountain.
Oh,
and
really?
If you say Horseshoe Curve to Dad,
he just starts it up.
He gets all upset about that February he spent in the freezing rain inside that damn tunnel. His memories of it are not as pleasant.
Oh, wow. Well, I don't have very pleasant memories because it wasn't very interesting. I found it quite boring once you got up there and saw the train go around. Like, oh, okay. You charge me for what?
Well, you could either watch that or the 6 o'clock Johnstown News.
Well, sometimes that might be
terribly interesting.
Yeah. You see all the drug deals going down, I guess. I don't know. Okay, well, there you go. So that's the... also, I would like to try to get to this year at some point when we're up in PA. Again, wishful thinking, maybe hitting like a Dorney Park or Knoebels. Both parks, like central Pennsylvania, a couple hours away from where we are. Knoebels is supposed to be really fun. Dorney also has a nice little collection of coasters. So I'd like to try to get to one of those parks this year coming up, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't know. We'll see. But I think that is all I have for the year. Ian, do you have anything
No.
to add? No. Wow, he is ready to
He is
go.
done.
Wow,
Ian is done
he
for
is
the year.
checked out. Wow. Okay. Chris, other than Krispy Kreme, you good to go?
Yeah, I have nothing.
Okay. Well, hey, good luck with that.
He's on top of it.
Yeah. No. Okay. Oh man, that sounds awful. Joe, how about you, buddy?
Well, there is one thing, and I think we would like to talk to you guys about.
All right.
I know Carol and I had discussed it before, possibly if we're all going up to Pennsylvania at some point, is to see if we all go to Gettysburg.
Oh, I've never gone to Gettysburg.
I've never been to the battlefield.
Which is
I would
weird.
love to.
We live so close to it, or we
Yes.
did, and even now we kind of do.
We drive by it 3 times a year.
I like to go during the fall. Yeah, maybe do a haunted tour.
That would be. Oh, do not say that to your sister.
Yeah.
She has a friend who was a medium or something. and
Oh, okay. Here we go.
it's you just don't want to start that conversation.
Oh, I do though. She's freaked out by it.
Yeah, oh my god, I had it with her and down at Rick's, and they all believe in ghosts.
Oh,
and they
it's
got
heaven.
mad at me when I laughed at them. It was terrible.
Wow. You're a non-believer.
It turns out that that clock falling off the wall may have been related to gravity.
No.
But
The Gettysburg ghost there, buddy.
but I do want to go to Gettysburg. And
Yes,
so
I would like to,
sometime,
too.
We're all going up there maybe for
Yeah.
on your way to Michigan or something. If we could all meet up there
Yeah.
beforehand, go to Gettysburg for a day, and then kind of go. You
Yeah,
guys head
yeah.
off to Michigan.
Yeah,
and-
Gettysburg would be fun. I like that. Yeah, I'll have to talk to the wife about that. Put that
All
on the
right.
list. Gettysburg. Do they have Krispy Kreme challenge in Gettysburg?
No, I'm sure we can make a Krispy Kreme challenge. So you have to eat a dozen donuts and recreate Pickett's charge.
Ah, yeah. Well, we'll
So
bring
we'll stand at the top of the hill with donut holes and throw them at Chris.
yeah. I'll bring a Ouija board and we'll summon some ghosts.
See if we can get thrown out of there.
We got to bring our sister because it'd be a lot of fun with her because
Oh,
she's
my goodness.
so freaked out.
That'd
Oh,
be terrible.
That'd be awesome. Halloween night with her in Gettysburg,
At Gettysburg.
on a battlefield. Oh man, that would be so wonderful. That would be live podcasting right there.
It would be great.
We'd stream that. Oh, that'd be so much fun. All right, well
I
there
feel
you
like
go.
we would need Geraldo.
Oh yeah. Opening up the tomb of who? What would he open up?
Al Capone's vault.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, good times. Mm. All right. Well, anything else?
Nope. That's all
Nope.
for me.
All right. Well, that'll do it for this week's show. I'd like to thank Joe, Ian, and Chris for coming on once again, spending your time with me. So until we stream again, have fun and keep making memories.
Right on.
Thanks for listening to the Vacationeers Theme Parks and More podcast. The show can be found on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play. Please subscribe and give us a review if you like the show. Visit our website at www.vacationeerspodcast.com. For additional content, subscribe on YouTube and Twitter at Vacationeers Podcast. Please like our Facebook page, Vacationeers Theme Parks and More Podcast. Send questions, comments, or if you'd like to be on a future episode to discuss planning or reviewing of a vacation, please email the show at vacationeerspodcast@gmail.com. This has been a Vacationeers Theme Parks and More production.